Hello everybody! Today I'm going to tell you about 10 best 2 items combinations in Isaac and just how broken or useful they are. I haven't done these types of videos in a while, so here's a little reminder. All the opinions I say are factual and correct. If you disagree with my placements, you should low-key be gatekept from not playing only Isaac, but all roguelikes in general. I will also go through synergies that are mostly interesting and fun to play with. I will not talk about rock bottom plus, fucking red steel or something. That's just a big damage up that would be good for lazy madman's thumbnail, but it isn't what this video is about. Intro is done. Let's get to the ranks, shall we? Number 10. Incubus and BFF. Incubus can also be replaced with Twisted Pair, both will work greatly. If you didn't know, Incubus deals 75% of your damage, and BFF doubles all the damage your familiars deal. So if Isaac has 10 damage, Incubus will deal 7.5 damage. With BFF though, that amount is doubled. So this little guy will deal 150% of Isaac's damage, more than the players themselves. For Lilith, by the way, BFF is just a double damage multiplier. Twisted Pair is also pretty awesome. The twins deal less damage, sure, but they're just a lot easier to aim with. Aiming with Incubus isn't that difficult though, if we're being honest. Basically, this 2 item combo works like a 2.5 damage modifier if you hit all the familiar shots, of course. If you have homing or tractor beam, this combo just becomes a better sacred heart. Plus, it's worth remembering since you're firing as twice as many tiers, you get more chances for your own hit items to proc, like Little Horn or Neptunus. These items just work. No secret mechanic or hidden synergies, but a pleasant and not so straightforward damage boost. At number 9 we got Ludo and Brimstone. I don't think I really need to explain how fun and satisfying this synergy is. We could have gotten a small Brimstone dot or something, but instead we are rewarded with a giant laser onion ring of death that just looks so cool and is extremely cool to use. By the way, this synergy ignores your tier rate and will always deal 16 ticks of damage every second, so don't worry about taking items that would make you shoot slower. However, shot speed becomes important when you pick up Ludo, but it's not as crucial as it seems, since the Brimstone ring has a pretty huge hitbox, taking up almost half a normal room. This synergy might not be a run winner, but nobody's gonna seriously tell me they don't find it awesome. Throw in some homing and a Play-Doh cookie for even more satisfaction. Number 8. Gella and 4.5 volt. This synergy might not shine in normal rooms, but girl did it shine during bosses. Genially, these 2 items turn any boss fight into a Pokemon episode where you just gotta catch them all. Every time you summon a Gella, you add plus 75% to your damage. The more damage you have, the faster you can charge Gella for the 4.5 volt. The faster you charge Gella, the more plus 75% damage you can summon. Repeat until the boss is erased from existence. Grid mode is also very trivial with this combination. It seriously doesn't take much computing power to just blitz through everything with an army of pink fetuses. This is how the average liberal woman looks, by the way. If you add the mentioned before BFF to this combination, its effectiveness is doubled exponentially. Mwah! Chef's kiss. At number 7 is Pyromaniac and Fetus or Epic Fetus. Although the best option for this combo gotta be Dr. Fetus. Well, if you know what these items do, you already figured it out. Immortality. Technically. Possibly. With an if. Currently, in Repentance, Pyromaniac heals you for half a heart only, while champion enemies and bosses, as well all enemies beyond depths too, will deal a full heart of damage. You can fully heal after every room you clear, but you won't achieve true immortality without a wafer, and you also need to have health containers, you know. Still, this is an incredibly strong combination, allowing you to gain infinite healing for some possible game breaks, especially in grid mode. You can also just turn your brain off in most cases and ignore the downside of the explosive items, just shooting a giant rocket from point blank and not giving us back like a true girl boss, but if we want to gain true immortality. Number 6. Gnawed Leaf and Cube of Meat. The absolute timeless classic straight from Rebirth. Obtaining 2 of these items makes you basically unable to lose the run, if you are willing to spend 5 minutes on a boss room, that is. However, as the game evolved, so did this combination. Cube of Meat is not as viable anymore, it's been nerfed, and a lot of enemies likes to keep their distance from you. There's a lot of better orbitals to choose with, as well as my personal favorite ship for Gnawed Leaf, Serpent's Kiss. Not only you are able to deal contact damage like you do with an orbital, you also endlessly create black hearts to a point of having full 12 hearts after a fully cleared floor. Okay, Maybe I've lied when I said you can't lose the run, but you can take as much time as you want, cheese almost any boss, have near infinite black hearts, and aura farm. I think that's a good placement for such a synergy. Number 6-7, subscribing to me and hitting the like button. This synergy is so strong, YouTube had to nerf it and make all of my videos gain basically 0 click-through rate. Definitely not my fault. Anyway, if you liked the video, sub to me for more awesome content. If you dislike the video, subscribe and press the notification button so you can always write hateful comments as soon as I upload new videos. Join my Discord for epic gaming and support me on Coffee so I can buy cute shit. Share link down. Back to the top 10 now. Our number 5 today is Old Bandage and IV Bag. IV Bag damages you for half a heart and drops 1 coin. Old Bandage has a 20% chance to drop a full red heart every time you take damage. This chance kills with luck. So at worst, this combination lets you generate a lot of money. At best, you gain an infinite amount of pickups and can break the game easily. This combination is bread and butter of every god run. It's like the rice of your sushi. Without rice, this is no longer sushi, just raw fish. What was I talking about? Sorry, I'm just eating sushi right now. Old Bandage and IV Bag is your easiest path to break the game, and it's basically trivial in greed mode where you can find a full heart on sale and generate infinite money, thanks to occasional dimes and nickels from the IV Bag. Now, yeah, for maximum efficiency, you need items such as Restock, Steam Sale, Fanny Pack, and D20, but we're only doing 2 item synergies today, and this one just opened so many doors for the player, so even without all the additions, these 2 deserve a place on this list. Number 4. Haemolacria and Bloody Gust. Now we're entering the final 4. Items that deal a bunch of damage almost unconditionally. These combinations will always run supreme over defensive ones, because the best defense is a good offense, and those are just way more fun to play with. Everyone is probably familiar with Haemolacria and understands the power of this item, but why is Bloody Gust here? Well, that item gives Isaac flat tier rate increase, which means the negative modifier from Haemolacria will be ignored, and this lets Isaac achieve ridiculous DPS. Now, you do need to get hit 6 times a floor to activate the synergy, but its DPS is about 90. Here's the damage from shooting for exactly 10 seconds straight. I think I'm justified in putting this combination so high, but I want this damage number to be bigger. Number 3. Trisagion and Proptosis. Proptosis is an insane, broken item that either ruins your run or elevates it to a godlike experience. When Proptosis is picked up with Trisagion, it no longer cares about the proximity of the shot and just always increases your damage. Because of the way Trisagion works, it deals 33% of your damage each tick, which when combined with unconditional damage increase from Proptosis, means you get your damage multiplied by 6. This combination is extremely efficient and is about 50% more damage than the previous entry. But girl, we can do even bigger numbers. Number 2. Epic Fetus and Brimstone. The penultimate combination of this list. Well, yes, DPS-wise this synergy might not be too impressive, it does still beat everything else we had so far, as well as excel in burst damage. And burst damage is the best type of damage. The only downside of this synergy is being able to hit all the Brimstone beams on the enemy, which sounds quite unrealistic for most targets, but it's very much doable with final and stationary bosses. This synergy is quite beautiful too. You can't help but smile whenever you see so much Brimstone. And of course, here is a number for 10 seconds straight of shooting the target dummy, but we can still go bigger. Ladies and moids, please welcome the most broken 2 item combination in the whole fucking game, Mom's Knife and C-Section. This synergy is straight up ridiculous. It shreds normal rooms, it shreds bosses, it shreds the overdraft notices my bank sends me. Nothing survives it. You genuinely don't need anything else to beat the entire game while using only half of your brain. And that's literally just 2 items. You can add any good damage up to the mix, and the DPS number gets even more insane. It honestly kinda baffles me how easy it is to just win, but I suppose the best things in life are the simplest. Thank you for watching. This video was fun to edit and write, so I hope you had as much enjoyment as I did. I feel like I could go for another video of a similar format, maybe a top 10 synergies with free items this time, or perhaps a top 10 of the worst synergies, maybe not a top 10 at all and just some awesome challenge run like I've done in the past. Let me know what you think in comments below. Again, hit the sub button, support me on Coffee, join my Discord for epic deadlock gaming, and have a good night.